So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Chill Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're gonna talk about the fourth album by Lucy Dacus, and it's called Forever is a Feeling. So, Lucy has been riding high out of the success of her band Boy Genius, which is like a band that has like very free, great singer-songwriters, so it's a super group. And this is the first album that it's on a major record label. It's out on Geffen Records. It came out last Friday. And Forever is a Feeling is 13 songs and 43 minutes, and Lucy is exploring love songs on this record. Every song is about love, but not the typical love song where like, please don't leave me or things like that. She writes in a different type of way. She dabbled a little bit in love songs in the past, but I think on this album, like she said, is where she goes more full into what is that genre. And if you Google search how many songs there are about love or breakups, there's a lot of music that has to do with it, especially in pop music. But the way Lucy does it is like in a more like honest way. So she writes very honest lyrics, and if you listen to Boy Genius, you can tell like that they write like very honest and sometimes with some tongue-in-cheek humor in their lyrics. So out of those 13 tracks, I'm going to talk about 6 tracks that I think stood out to me the most. So the first track that I want to talk about is called Big Deal, which is the second track on the record, because there's like not an interlude, but like a song that starts the record that's more like without lyrics. And Big Deal, it's basically a breakup song. It's letting know someone that was in your life, but it's with someone else, that even though they're not with you, they were a big deal in your life. And who can't relate to heartache? Especially when it's a heartache like your first love and you lose them, and at that moment you think like, life won't go forever. But yes, there's people in your life that I think are meant to be a big deal. Not everyone that you love would be a big deal, but yeah, it's a very beautiful song, very honest track. And I like that it's a breakup song, that it's not just like talking crap about the ex-partner, but just saying like, we had some good times, you meant a big deal to me, even though we're not together. So that's a great track. Then you have a track called Ankles, which was one of the singles. And that one, musically, it's more catchy, more upbeat. It reminded me of Boy Genius. It's a playful song about wanting someone you cannot have. And there's a part in the lyrics where she says like, if she'll throw a fit. And then she's like, love me like you do in my dreams, where you pull me by the ankles in the bed and bite me on the shoulder. So it's a song about longing for someone that you can't have, which is also very relatable. Then the other song that I picked is actually another single, and it's called Best Guess. And this is also a love song about like you seeing someone that's in your life and being a friend, and just realizing that you're seeing them in a different light. Like, my best guess is that my future will be better with you in it. And this one has also a great music video, which I thought was pretty cool. And I can see why they chose it as a single. So the fourth track, and I think it's the fourth track on the record, is called Limerence, which is that limerence means that feeling you get like of love. And it starts with a very soft piano, and it sounds like the type of song that you will be listening to in a lounge while like drinking your pains away. But the contrast with this is like, even though it's a very soft, beautiful piano, the lyrics are kind of funny, because there's a part where she's saying about like a friend being high, and also there's a lyric where she says like she's seeing as someone play Grand Theft Auto, and they're so good at it, which is cause for concerns. So I'm like, yep. If you're that good at Grand Theft Auto and you love it, you may have issues. So I thought that line were funny with a song that musically it's like a contrast of the music like being all like sounding like serious, but the lyrics being kind of funny at times. So yeah, that's an interesting track, and it's like a short track. It's like a 2.5 minutes. The other track that I want to talk about is Bullseye, which features Hosier, and that has a little bit of a country vibe. And you got Lucy singing, then you got Hosier doing his thing with the lyrics, and yeah, that's all about like also like you hit a bullseye with someone, like you really clicking. So I thought that was a good song, and I like Hosier's vocals on that track. Then the other track that I want to mention is called Talk. So yeah, there's been a lot of love songs talking about like we don't talk anymore. So this one is like that. It's a more like a acousticy, like slow song, saying about like how, like some that you used to talk a lot to the wee morning when you first started a relationship, and you're no longer talking anymore. Which is a good song, even though I think there's a ton of songs that have been written about this. So what were my cons or nitpicks on this album? Well, to be honest, some of the songs started sounding like very samey, and I'm not gonna lie, I snoozed a little bit at parts of listening to this record by the middle. On some songs like For Keeps, Come Out, and Modigliani, they were like kind of Modigliani. I don't know, sounded like it could have been a B-side of a Boy Genius track. She's talking in the song about like missing places that she hasn't been to before. And the title track, Forever Is a Feeling, it's an okay track. And I also, since I love Boy Genius, I kind of miss the Phoebe and Julian, like doing some like other vocals, because Lucy Dacus' vocals are good, but sometimes, like on some of the songs, there's not a whole lot of variation, so it can get a little bit monotone at times. But it's a good effort. She's a great singer-songwriter, and she does nail some of the things about love without being too cliche. So yeah, I want to know about you, Couchers. What do you think of Lucy Dacus' Forever Is a Feeling? Do you like this effort? If not, tell me what didn't you like about it, and comment down below what are your favorite tracks. So if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like, and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.